who've had their mail stolen tell us it's changed their daily routine. 23 ABC's Cassie Carlo joins us live now with how they're protecting the mail tonight. Cassie?
Tim, at least two of the couples I spoke with earlier plan their entire day on when the mail arrives. That way they can make sure they actually get all of it.
Here's my mailbox. Here's my neighbor's mailbox.
One by one.
It's like we don't matter.
Residents stood up and told their neighbors how they've been robbed.
Like the old movie, I'm mad as hell and I'm not going to stand for it anymore. We're tired of it, you know.
Tim Riblett and Kathy Garvin say they've been getting their mail stolen at least once a month for the past couple years and says it's been happening right in front of the mailwoman.
They're behind me and they're hitting the boxes. I mean, she would unload and they'd come, and when he leaves for work in the morning, all the boxes would be open.
Riblett said checks that totaled to $3,000 were taken and his identity too. He even tried catching one of the thieves in the act.
I jumped out of my car at first. I was going to grab him. He jumped back in his car. There was two of them. And I took off after him after they took off. But like I say, I got up to about 80 miles an hour. And they were just flying through the stop signs. I wasn't going to fly through a stop sign.
Another neighbor had 3 times as much stolen.
Out of checks that really totaled maybe 700, they cashed for like 2,700.
With these losses, neighbors were visibly upset at the town meeting.
All the laws are for the criminals.
Law enforcement explained Prop 47 makes mail theft a misdemeanor instead of a felony. That makes it more difficult for them to charge criminals.
Now they're forcing the law.
And unfortunately, they're not alone. Law enforcement says it's happening throughout Kern County. The solution? Neighbors looking out for neighbors. Law enforcement said ways to keep criminals out of your mailbox are to get a P.O. box, to buy a tamper-proof mailbox, but that's going to cost you about $200 to $300. Or you can get to know your neighbors. That way you know who is normally around in your neighborhood and what activity is suspicious. Of course, call sheriff if there is any suspicious activity in your area. Jackie?